Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is John Steele, and I am a cinematographer located out of Charleston, South Carolina. Today is my first official YouTube video, so if you will, please bear with me as I get through the stages of figuring out how to do this and how to do it well. All right, so today I'll be talking about the negativity of being a constant camera gear consumer. Whether it's actually buying gear or you're stuck on YouTube all day watching videos about which item to buy next, this will have a negative impact on you as a filmmaker. COVID has already had a tremendous effect on the majority, if not all, filmmakers. And because of that, a lot of us have picked up bad habits like consuming more than creating. A good example is going down the rabbit hole of YouTube and Instagram. You're scrolling, you're looking for inspiration, and you end up looking at the next thing you want to buy. You get bored and you decide to buy things. You may use it often, or it may sit and then on to the next tool. And if this isn't you, then man, I commend you on your discipline. But from talking to other filmmakers, it seems like this has become a trend, and not just because of COVID, but from the algorithms of social media and the psychological effects. It makes us actually crave the next big product, which is a great segue into talking about the beautiful red Komodo 6K that just dropped. And no, sorry, I don't actually have one, but it does seem to be an amazing camera. And honestly, I found myself contemplating selling almost all of my gear and diving into the red system, along with the world of the new RF lenses. But recently my focus shifted on how can I create more with what I currently have. And I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't bought a few things this year that I've regretted, but I've continued to stick with the Micro Four Thirds system. Well, this is a whole other topic about where this sensor is going. I want to give you some encouragement, especially for those who shoot Micro Four Thirds. Don't sell all of your gear because you think Micro Four Thirds is going under. I'm speaking primarily to filmmakers and not photographers, because honestly, if I was a photographer, I'd probably shoot full frame, but that's beside the point. So how to create more if you don't have work or you feel like you're stuck in a rut? And my advice is to learn lighting, composition, layers, and blocking. Take small nuggets of information somewhere like here on YouTube and set up a scenario. If you don't have lights, then watch how the light falls in your house, around the outside of your house. Look at the contrast and shadows that the trees give on objects when the sun is high and when it's low. Two of my favorite channels I would highly recommend is The Wandering DP and Rob Ellis. These are two fantastic cinematographers giving some very well delivered advice breaking down what makes great cinematography. Now, The Wandering DP breaks down like multi-$1,000 budget shoots, and Rob Ellis does talk about how he uses his gear to achieve looks. But from watching these channels, I began to understand more about what makes a good picture, and it all went back to that lighting, composition, layering, blocking, and so on. I began to shoot more. I began to see things differently. I was quicker at setups and run and gun situations. And all because of this, my production began to increase. I began to understand how to create good looking images from what I had. Now, I will be talking about gear on this page, but it's not to sell you on anything. And if it's one thing that I've learned, it's don't get hyped up on specs. I will say I am biased towards Blackmagic and Panasonic, but that's completely because I actually like the way that those cameras look and the way that they shoot and feel. And they pair very well together. But enough about all of this. I just want to wrap up and say thank you for watching, tuning in this channel, and remember to create more than you consume.